absolutely fantastic! The long-awaited hero robot finally joins the S.H.MonsterArts line. Is he worth it? We'll find out. But first, let's crack this bad boy open. S.H.MonsterArts Jet Jaguar 1973. This Tamashii web exclusive release does a fantastic job bringing to life Jet Jaguar with a fantastic sculpt, good accessories, and a great range of articulation. Before we find out how fantastic Jet Jaguar is, give this video a like, share, and subscribe. Jet Jaguar is in the 6-inch scale, standing 6.5 inches tall. Jet Jaguar looks great next to our other S.H.MonsterArts figures, as to be expected. Jet Jaguar also does not look too bad next to our S.H. Figuarts Ultraman figures and our 6-inch scale Chogokin figures from various lines. The scale checks out. Now let's see how well Jet Jaguar can move. Starting with the head, we can look up, down, left, right. The neck joint is very tight, and also the head as a whole is a bit hindered by this blue collar piece. I don't know, this feels so tight and awkward. Sometimes it feels like you're stressing the joint and could break something, so do handle the neck with care. I wish you could kind of pull this neck joint up more or something like that, but it's okay. The arms have a great range of movement. We can pull the shoulder joint all the way out. The arms can rotate a full 360 degrees. The arms can come up 90 degrees. We have a very tight bicep swivel. We have pretty good double jointed elbows. We have a swivel in the elbows. We have a swivel in the forearm. The fists are on ball joints so we can tilt and spin them freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forward, backward, twist side to side, and lean side to side. In the waist, we can lean forward, backward, twist side to side, and lean side to side. Now something that's nice, in the waist area here, it seems like these parts are made out of a soft rubber material, so they're kind of falling in line with the Shinkocho Seiho line. So this looks really nice and cool and, you know, pretty suit accurate. Moving down to the legs, to get the full range of motion in the legs, we need to pull down on the hip joint, and now we can kick forward this much, backward this much, come to the side this much. We have a thigh swivel. Now we have reached a point of contention on this figure, and that is the knees. So initially, when you bend the knee back, it's pretty much a single jointed knee, which is not great at all. Now, something I missed and had to re-record for this video, you can actually pull out the knee joint, thus giving us a slightly better range of motion. So now we have something in between a single jointed knee and a double jointed knee. Now, something I'm not a fan of, I don't like how crazy the knee pad gets once this knee joint is activated, but again, I thought this figure only had single jointed knees, but the knee range is a lot better than what I initially thought, so that's pretty cool, but it's not that true double jointed S.H. Figuarts Ultraman style knee that I'd like to see in this figure. We have a rotation in the shin. Moving down to the feet can twist and swivel very freely. We can also kind of pull this ankle joint out a bit, which helps supplement our unique knee system. So this is really cool, and those knees are a lot better than I initially gave it credit for, but still, it's not where I'd like to have the knees, but everything's fine. When it comes to Sculpt and Paint apps, Jet Jaguar is fantastic. Starting from the top, we have our metallic silver angular head with deep impressions and rivets. We have the retracted gray antenna on the sides of the head. The eyes have a large, round yet angular sculpt with the signature hypnotic cobalt blue spiral pattern. The mouth vent has a detailed sculpt resembling kind of a sinister smile. The chest has a nice smooth sculpt with red, blue, metallic silver, and yellow paint apps. The rubber material is really nice here, and I like how you can see the depth between each seam. In the center of the waist, we have our emblem with a blue border and textured metallic silver interior. The arms have a nice coil-like sculpt with blue accents on the elbows. The legs have a smooth sculpt with red, metallic silver, yellow, and blue paint apps. The coil pattern continues on the shins. The feet have a nice sneaker-like sculpt with blue arrow accents. Now, I picked up 3 Jet Jaguar figures based on kind of a knee-jerk reaction because I like Jet Jaguar a lot and to see if there are any QC issues. Sculpt and paint-wise, everything is consistent. Now, again, I had to re-edit this video because I thought there was something wrong with the knees, but they are just fine. I missed the knee pull-out feature on Jet Jaguar. I still think I might be a little hyper-fixated on the knees because I really want that true S.H. Figuarts Ultraman style double-jointed knee on Jet Jaguar. But what we have here is just fine. Now, again, I'm not a fan of how squirrely the knee pads can become once the knee joint is pulled out, but it's not that big of a deal. Jet Jaguar is very cool. For accessories, first we have our set of hands. We have a pair of gripping hands, chopping hands, and one thumbs up hand. Next we have our set of flight antenna parts that are easily swapped on the head. Now these parts are thin and a little fragile, so be careful when attaching them. Also, the centerpiece is very thin and very small. If you drop this on high carpet, it might be lost forever, so be careful. Thankfully, they have included backup antenna in case you lose or break anything. Next up, we have our spotlight eyes with a nice bright sky blue sculpt that easily swaps out with our normal eyes. A tool has been included to make swapping these pieces easier. These look really cool here. You can see how the spiral pattern inside is different. Finally, we have our tiny metallic silver Jet Jaguar statue with a nice sculpt. I have to admit, I'm really indifferent on an accessory like this. This thing is way too tiny and it just adds to the other tiny parts we have to keep up with. I think they should have replaced this with some cool punching effect parts or something. Now, let's do some city building. As a whole, Jet Jaguar turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpt is well done, the paint apps are clean, we have great accessories, and Jet Jaguar is posable. Now, I'm still kinda hung up on the lack of double jointed knees, but it doesn't really hinder Jet Jaguar's articulation that much. In the end, Jet Jaguar is fantastic and I absolutely recommend picking him up. Now, how much does Jet Jaguar cost? I imported my S.H.MonsterArts Jet Jaguar 1973 figure for $80, which is totally worth it. If you're waiting on the domestic release, it looks like Jet Jaguar will be between $85 to $100. If you want to get your pre-order in for the domestic release, click the link on screen or in the description to pre-order your Jet Jaguar figure today. To see more S.H. MonsterArts reviews or another absolutely fantastic review, click the links on screen right now. Be sure to follow me on social media. Definitely follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next review.